Hello people, and welcome to Sandra Can Cook. Today we just looked around the kitchen and we have some leftovers. So we're going to be doing some fried noodles with leftover chicken and veggies we found in the house. I hope you guys like it. Look around your own kitchen and see what you can do with your leftovers. So we have here our chicken dry noodles with some spice on it. It came with the noodles itself. So we got it ready. We're going to sprinkle a little bit of olive oil before we put it on the fire. So today is the leftover fried noodles. And in here I have my boiled water to get it done. You don't want to cook it too much or overcook it or cook it too soft, because we'll be going back into the... So from here you cover it and it goes onto the fire. So we also found some prawns in the freezer. Want to go ahead and spice it before we get on with the cooking. So I have here some chili flakes, to add a little kick of heat to it. Some coriander seeds, the leaf itself, little coriander leaf, little aromate. Then finally we have our soy sauce. And we're just going to leave this to marinate beautifully. Yeah, it will come later with the food. So give it a good stir with whatever you find. A fork, a spoon, wooden, metal. Just give it a good stir. So our noodles is on the cooker, cooking away. So you leave this to rest, then come back later to work with it. So with our leftover veg, I have a piece of cabbage, carrot medium sized, 4, a piece of leek, about a third of a medium size or large size leek, some spring onions. And so these are our leftover veg for our fried noodles with chicken. So you go ahead and peel your carrots beautifully. I like to peel before I wash them. So you give it a good peel. Nicely. Get it all peeled. So you see, I've got pieces of broken carrots. Hence the leftover recipe. When I'm done with this, I'll check on my noodles because I don't want it to be soft. Soft fried noodles ain't no good for nobody, especially me. So once I'm done with this, I'll check my noodles. So the spring onions, you want to go ahead and take this covering off it nicely. Now don't forget to open it up before you cut. Sometimes you find some sand and dust in there. So you go ahead and take off the dry bits. It depends on how far the dry bits are on it. So get it all off it nicely. I'm going to go ahead and, once all these are peeled, you're going to go ahead and give it a good wash before you cut them. So yeah. So we've washed our leftover veggies and it's now time for us to cut them into our preferred sizes for our chicken recipe. I've just realized I need to give a proper rinse to the leek. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a good rinse, guys. This is what I told you. You find these things inside the leek when it's not washed or if it's not washed properly. So I'm going to give it a very good wash and then work with it. So I've washed the leeks properly, taking out all the dust that I showed to you. They can be quite funny, these beautiful veggies. So you want to go ahead and give it a good cut. Take the top bit off. Now I like to group the tough veggies together. So I'm going to put together the leek, the carrot, and the cabbage, and then separate the spring onion as it's quite soft in terms of heat. So with our leeks cut, I'm going to go ahead and cut our carrots. I told you they are leftovers, so they are not that posh, but hey, they are still carrots and equally healthy. You don't want them too thick because the noodles, I'm using the slim noodles. They are quite fragile, if you ask me. They are not like spaghetti with so much strength and toughness. So whatever I find too thick, I divide to reduce the thickness. So you go ahead and prep your carrots beautifully. So our carrot is neatly cut. We're going to go ahead and cut our cabbage. Now these are leftovers, so you see, you want to get those little things on the skin out of them nicely. Give it that, the third and the fourth. And I want them cut in strips. So not too thick. Yeah, this amount is just enough for what I need to do. So our 3 veggies are all ready. I'm going to add the 4th one, which is the spring onion. So already washed. I'm going to get the head off and give it that spiral cut. Look at that. I have to split it at the end so I can get the dirt out of it. There's always something hiding in the spring onion, the end bit of it. So you want to open it, get that dirt there out of it before you work with it. If not, you'll be biting into sands and stones and whatever I'll be hiding in there. So one done, you go on to the second one. So spiral from the beginning, and then as you get to the end, it begins to separate because of the slit I did in there to get the dirt out. So this protein for the dish, and there's a leftover chicken, guys. This whole chicken we grilled for yesterday's dinner, and we cannot waste it. On Sandra Can Cook, we don't waste anything healthy, anything good, anything still alive, anything that is not expired. We do not waste it. So I'm going to use it, the remaining bits of the chicken on this, to do my noodles. So on this leftover recipe, this is the chicken I am using. If you are new to this channel, subscribe to it, comment, share, and like. and if possible, try out some recipes. So I'm gonna get everything out without the bone though. No bone, guys. Just the fat-free leftover chicken. It was grilled anyway, so yeah. So go ahead and rip everything off, guys. Get your money's worth, people. Don't allow the chicken to feel alright. So rip everything off it. So our leftover chicken, here, this is what we got out of it. So the meat has all been taken out nicely. And this is what we got out of our leftover chicken. We're going to go ahead and start with our fried noodles, the leftover recipe. So a drop of olive oil. In fact, let's put on a drop. Hey, you want to go ahead and fry your marinated ooh, boy, oh boy. So you want to fry your prawns before you start the entire process of frying your noodles. So leave it in here. You let it to marinate for about 10 minutes. And that's because we have that time to spare. If you don't have it, don't bother, guys. Put your things on it and throw it straight up into your oil and get it fried. We're going to leave it for some time to fry nicely, and then we'll come back to go on with the food itself. So our prawns are now ready. We're going to go ahead and get them out of the oil. And from here, we add all our veggies, apart from the spring onion. Now I need to sprinkle a little bit of olive oil on there. I have to change my ladle because it was making too much noise in my ears, guys. I thought with metal, and the weather is so hot. I ain't got no time for that. So that's why you're seeing a wooden spoon now. So you're gonna leave this to fry away a bit, then add the spring onions. So our carrot and cabbage and the leek fried just the way I want it. I'm going to put in my spring onions now. Give it a good stir. I prefer the onions going in last because then it's able to infuse the freshness of its flavor into the dish. It's able to give you that fresh onion smell, and that is if you love onions, but I do. So with this, throw in some coriander, a little. The aromat seasoning is finished. I just go ahead and get everything out of the container, guys, and then give it a good mix. Yeah. Oh my God, this aroma, jeez, this is going to be lovely in my mouth. Oh, guys. So I go ahead and add the leftover chicken. I scrape everything, man. That's the whole idea, isn't it? To get them all into the food. and then give it a good mix. So you now go ahead and add your noodles and then mix it beautifully. Don't worry about the mess, it's all right. And go ahead and mix your noodles nicely. So I'm going to sprinkle my light sauce, soy sauce, into it. And then give it a good stir. Here we are, finished noodles with leftover chicken. In fact, everything is leftover. Chicken, prawns, veg, everything. So this is what we came up with, guys. Lovely fried noodles. The leftover recipe on Sandra Can Cook. Subscribe to this channel for more beautiful and healthy recipes, guys. Hope you give this a try at home and tell us your experience with it. We're gonna go ahead and taste a bit, guys. Don't feel bad about it, people. It's just me making sure that I got it right. Take care, guys.